Good evening, everyone. Our second chapter in economic sector of Indian economy was running on. Today, we will cover the topic how to create employment opportunities. In last lecture, I explained you that unemployment is the biggest challenge in our India. If we talk compare about the rural and urban areas, then the unemployment condition is bad, more painful in rural and semi-rural area comparatively urban area. It is the duty of government as well as individual. Individual means industrialist to create employment opportunities in both rural area as well as in urban area. But government should focus in rural and semi-rural area because the condition of unemployment is more painful in rural and semi-rural area. So let's start the topic with in rural areas. These are the various steps through which government can introduce employment opportunities in rural and semi-rural area. First point is that promotion of small scale cottage industry, handicraft industry in semi-rural and rural areas. Cottage industry are what? The industry which are operated by family members with very small investment. These are known as cottage industry. If we talk about 30 to 40 years back, then our cottage industry, small scale industry and handicraft industry was prominent in international market. But due to globalization and technology, the industry has been reduced, destroyed gradually. So there is a good opportunities of small scale industry, cottage industry in rural and semi-rural areas, so that the village rural people can become self-dependent. Next point, providing strong infrastructure. What we include in infrastructure? Water, electricity, transport, communication, go down facilities, these cold storage houses, these are comes under the category of infrastructure. So a good infrastructure can be developed in village area. Why? Because I told you that agriculture and animal husbandry are the chief occupation of India. It means these are primary occupation. Most of the people are involved in agriculture and its related activities. So if the infrastructure will be strong, then agriculture would be promoted and we will be very ahead in the field of export of grain, and our agriculture will be very good qualitative. Next point, developing good and efficient transport system. Transport is a major factor behind the success of agriculture, because lack of transport facilities regarded as the back is as the lack of Indian agriculture, because due to lack of transport facility the farmers are not able to sell their product in market, and they are not able to get right prices, fair prices of their grain. So a well efficient transport system will helpful to promote agriculture at international market. Next point, providing loan facility to farmer for purchasing agriculture input. What are agriculture input? Seeds, fertilizer, HYV seeds, irrigation facilities, tractor, machinery. This all are all comes under the category of agriculture input. So if government will provide subsidy on agriculture input, then the farmer, poor farmer, landless farmer can get agriculture input on low prices and agriculture can be promoted. Next point, providing loan facility to farmer for purchasing agriculture input. I told you that finance is a very important problem for farmers, because they are still depend on money lenders for loan, and they charge a higher interest rate. So if farmer will be provided loan facilities by various rural bank such as Gramin Development Bank, Land Development Bank and various rural regional bank, so that farmer can promote it toward agriculture. Next point, government should introduce various projects such as River Valley projects and many more projects in rural and semi-rural background, so that the farmers can get employment opportunities. What we see, government is usually introducing all schemes in urban areas, but if these schemes will be introduced in rural areas, then there is a good scope of employment in rural and semi-rural areas. And last point, various schemes such as Narega, Swarn Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana, Jawar Rojgar Yojana, many more schemes can be introduced in rural and semi-rural areas. These are the suggestion. You can also write some suggestion according to your thinking. This is the value-based question. Value based question are the question which is related, which is higher thinking ability questions, means you can also use your thinking skill to write this answer. Narega. About Narega we will study in detail in next lecture. The full form of Narega I am telling you, National Rural Employment Guarantee Act. But this scheme comes in detail in exam. So in next lecture I will teach you this scheme in detail. Now how employment can be generated in urban areas. In urban areas also unemployment is a very big challenge. So in urban areas, how employment opportunities can be generated. First point, attracting MNC. And attracting MNC, MNC means multinational corporation. MNC lead foreign direct investment. So if MNC will be given chance to establish their production unit in urban areas, then there is a good way to create employment opportunities in urban areas. Next point, developing SAGE. What are SAGE? The full form of SAGE is Special Economic Zone. And in SAGE, we will study in detail about in the chapter globalization in this book only. But SAGE attract more and more investment. So that's why government should develop SAGE, Special Economic Zone in urban areas, so that employment can be generated. More and more small scale and cottage industry should be introduced by government in rural urban areas, as well as various companies should also take interest to start up the business and industry in urban areas. You know, in India there is a good human resource. We have a high population, but with the high population we can use this population as very important resource. We can develop them, we can provide them good skill, knowledge, training, so that these resources can be utilized as employment opportunities as a good way. Next point, new services. Development of transport communication banking. Development of transport communication banking, insurance, schools, colleges, many services. You know, 40 lakh employment opportunities are still there in education and health itself. So education and health is also a good scope, good platform of employment. Next point, new services such as information technology, tourism, call center, service center, software development, fashion designing, web designing, interior decoration. These are new services. So there is also a good scope of employment opportunities in these services. So these are the points you can write. You can write from your side also how employment can be generated in urban areas. So in this topic we have covered how employment can be generated. Thank you for joining me.